The year 2017 marks the 500th anniversary of the Reformation. The Reformation is a process in which the Lutheran Church and other Protestant denominations emerged out of their attempt to reform the Roman Catholic Church, which ultimately led to a split between the churches. On October 31st, 1517, German theologian Dr. Martin Luther nailed 95 theses to the church door in Wittenberg. In these theses or arguments, he criticized the sale of indulgences, which was a practice of the medieval church to absolve people from their sins in exchange for money. The sale of indulgences was a great business model because the people were living in constant fear of God's wrath. They would do anything to be worthy of God's love. They would even spend the money they desperately needed to feed themselves to purchase indulgences that promised to keep them out of hell when they died. The great insight of Martin Luther and the Reformers is that God is not a vengeful God, but that God loves us unconditionally. Brokenness and sin are simply part of the human condition. Humans have a capacity to do great deeds of love, but they are not able to free themselves from the condition of sinfulness. Martin Luther realized that humans are sinners and saints at the same time. And so the last judgment we face will not be a cold accounting of sins, but it will be based on God's amazing grace, which comes to us as a free gift. As Christians, liberated by God's grace, we are free from the fear of condemnation. We do our good works not to gain favor with God, but because our neighbors and God's creation need our good works. God's love and grace frees us to love and to serve our neighbors, frees us to be responsible citizens in the world, and frees us to be good stewards of God's creation. The 500th anniversary of Martin Luther nailing his 95 theses to the church door in Wittenberg inspires the Lutherans to reflect on the ongoing relevance of the questions that triggered the Reformation. 2017, the year we commemorate the Reformation, stands under the motto, Liberated by God's grace. Welcome to 500 years of reforming the faith.